The Liberal Party has a women problem. Well, actually a lack of women problem. Of the 42 coalition MPs in the lower house, only 9 are female. Admittedly, this is partly to do with Labor's overwhelming win, but still, the Liberals all seem to agree that their lack of female candidates is hurting them in the polls, and something needs to change.
Our party must pre-select more women in winnable seats.
But does anyone have any, practical ideas of how to make that change happen? Well, yeah, in fact, they do. A review of the Liberal Party's 2022 loss to Labor actually recommended that they adopt a target of 50% female representation within 10 years. A recommendation that was all but ignored by the state branches this election. They could also look to what their rivals did. The Labor Party introduced gender quotas back in 1994, dictating that a certain percentage of candidates pre-selected for winnable seats had to be women. And it's been a roaring success. They now have 50 women in the lower house, more than half of their party. So given there's a new Liberal leader in town, one who's willing to admit that they were
totally smashed,
is now the time to start thinking seriously about quotas. Leader Lay says she's agnostic, but is open to them.
If some state divisions choose to implement quotas, that's fine.
Others, such as New South Wales Senator Maria Kovacic, says they should be used as a short-term circuit breaker, and the recently retired moderate faction leader, Simon Birmingham, called for quotas that were hard, fast and ambitious. But the current head of the party's Conservative faction, Angus Taylor, claims
that subverting democratic processes through quotas is not the right way to do it.
And according to Taylor, mentoring and recruitment were better strategies for getting more women pre-selected. Former Prime Minister Tony Abbott also popped in to say that the idea was fundamentally illiberal and contravened the merit principle. What Abbott didn't mention is that rather than pure merit, it's often factional warfare and branch stacking that get male candidates pushed to the top of the list. There's also perhaps the issue that, at least so far, recruitment and mentoring haven't proven to be all that effective. So perhaps the question isn't so much, are gender quotas an ideologically pure solution, and more, are they the only solution that the struggling Liberals have?